not my personality. Some would call it bipolar, maybe.
Oh, fuck. I thought you were talking about Hanks.
Not what pussy you can get for yourself.
Thank you.
But what pussy you can get for your country.
When your family is like, you should get on SNL. That's what you should. Have you tried to get on Jimmy Fallon?
Wait, Tim, why don't you put this in one of your skits?
Yeah.
I got a joke for you. That's the worst. Listen, I got a joke. Listen to this.
No, I got it. A couple guys walk into a bar. Like,
It's a street joke that you've heard like 20 times too. You're like, what the? Dad, no. I can't use that. He's like, what? It's a good one. I've been hearing it since I was a kid. And I'm like, that's
the
why.
problem.
Today I was on the elevator with 5 other construction workers, and one of them went, "Oh, I got a fart," and then another one went, "It's not as bad as when he burps. When he burps, it smells like jism." And then he looked at me and he said, "You can use that in your little skit."
Oh, dude, that's crazy. My dad was in the elevator with you. Dude, I just drove out to Texas this weekend, and my dad said that probably 7 times because he knows that he's my muse for all of my jokes, you know.
Yeah, he gets
it. Like he'll do some, I don't know what it is, but like him talking to customer service workers when I'm there is when he shines. Like he's on it. He's like riffing with me and like making the lady like Lexi laugh or whatever, you know. And he'll just
Todd.
And we'll walk out of like the Quick Trip, you know, and be like, you could use that in your skit. And I'll just be like, use what? You being an asshole to Lexi?
Nah, dude, the T-Man rules. I love your dad. Your dad.
No, Todd is.
I met Todd for the first time.
Oh yeah, he met my dad.
Isn't he the chief, dude? He's fucking sick.
I don't know about all that. Dude,
he's
in
a
one fell
hoss.
swoop, he told me that he didn't know anything that happened in Connor's childhood. He was like, I didn't pay attention to that at all.
He's not kidding. He's not kidding about that either. Like his memory comes and goes. I remember he once told me, like real deep story. I've told you guys this before, but Tim, I'll tell you. My dad, he told me this real deep story about how our grandpa used to beat the shit out of him and my uncle, right? Just like he was like thinking about it real hardcore just in the garage, and he like took his glasses off and he was like, oh my God. 6 months later, I brought it up to him and I was like, what? No, grandpa didn't beat me. And I'm like, what? I'm like, Dad, you shared details about it. It's like, no, that didn't fucking happen. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? He's like, I don't know.
Did your dad play sports growing up?
He played like a year and a half of football. Then he got injured.
Good enough.
Well, did he get injured, or did he have a serious brain injury? Because that could be a thing.
He got his front teeth knocked out by a baseball bat when he was 8. Might have had something to do with it.
Is that related?
I don't know. Probably.
That could be related. Yeah.
When
Probably
you say
head trauma
he
in
got
there.
injured, I thought it was gonna be like he got injured.
That's what he says.
He kissed another guy in the locker room. He came home. His dad beat the shit out of him, and then he was injured. Also a head injury.
Yeah.
I mean, when he told me he quit football, it was kind of like Uncle Rico energy. He's like, man,
Yeah, dude,
I would have won state. We would
I
have.
can totally see that from your dad and be like, I was the best fullback in the state, and it's like, were you?
Yeah.
He's like, but I was. That's the thing.
He said that.
Beat
But
the shit out of me, and then
yeah. So I brought that up to him 6 months later. I brought that up to him 6 months later at an In-N-Out, and I was telling him, I was like, yeah, don't you remember, you know, when you told me this? He's like, no. And then I was just like, Dad, you were detail. You told me about situations that happened. He's like, well, I don't know. Trauma is a tricky thing, you know. It's just real. Sometimes you block out things like that. And I'm like, what? And so when he says that he can't remember my entire childhood, I'm like, what happened? You know?
Did you abuse your dad?
yeah, raising you was horrific.
Wait,
I mean,
did you molest your dad?
I could see that.
dude, having a ginger kid must be really tough. I got
That's a
to.
rough one. Yeah, that hits
That's
the
really
psyche.
astonishing.
That really, yeah. That like probably hurts more than when like it comes out a different color than you are. Where you're like, oh well, she definitely cheated. That's like a definite one, you know?
Oh, you mean black, right?
Well, or like if the kid came out like Mexican, you'd be like, "What the?"
If the kid comes out Mexican, don't you just live in
And then
Arizona.
she's like, it's a recessive gene. It's okay.
You're like, "Is it though?" Because well, like in your case, because you're dating a white girl.
Yeah, I was like that. That only really works out if you're dating a white lady.
Yeah, for both of you, that works.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What do you mean, both of you?
You, Lex.
I don't like the way you said you. I don't like the way you said you. You guys.
I thought that
I don't know who Tim
Connor
is dating
and
or
Audrey.
married to, or what Tim's doing. I don't know. I don't know Tim's love life. It's been a while since I've seen Tim.
I thought that you meant.
It's been a while since I've
Audrey.
seen Tim.
Yeah.
Anyhow, Tim, I hear you don't fart.
Yeah, it's important to note that Tim does not fart.
He don't, dude.
Yeah. But
really
he
what I
does date big booty hoes down in Atlanta now.
Yeah.
Big booty hoe.
Big booty hoes.
They do the farting for me.
Nice.
And that's
Saw that
that's
Popeye's
really,
chicken.
that's what I've
You
done.
ask her what that thing do, and she goes, farting.
Was that bad?
Some people they take cold showers. That's a thing. Some people meditate. I don't fart. That is mine. That's
Nice.
some people do like something missing in my life.
You're like Kim Jong-un.
They need some spiritual practice, and this is just what I found works for me.
Yeah. I hear that it when you keep it all in, it builds up and it pushes the bad thoughts out of your head.
Yeah, it's like when you quit jerking off. It's like that. Like
Right.
you
Yeah.
hold on to your chi, your
Yeah.
male energy. But
Yeah. I
it's-
think you're.
We rate burps here, so don't be. You can just know that burps are always coming. There's one. Whoa.
burps are the cousins.
That was
of
like an
farts.
alley oop. I'm gonna count
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
as two, and I'm gonna give that a 7. That was a
Nice.
7.
Just northern
I like
farts.
Nice.
Just judging you guys right now.
Clint, I'll give you an 8.
Shit,
Oh.
shit, I just burped. You guys are ruining my regiment.
Well, but so long
I'll
as you
give that
don't
burp
fart.
a 1. Your first burp on the cast. I'll give that a 1.
I'm so
Mhm.
embarrassed.
It's okay.
You having
A
performance
burp
anxiety?
isn't a fart.
Can we edit
A
that out?
fart
Can we-
is a fart.
I got you, bro. We'll edit it out.
No, there's no editing on this.
Yeah, we don't have any more nerds. We fired our nerds.
I'm
Yeah.
getting real COVID vibes from this chat. This is
Yeah.
I'm having
Well,
some flashbacks right now.
Just doing.
that's
this
what you
in-
get. That's what you get when comics move away, Tim.
Yeah,
Lex,
Tim.
so you're in Tejas, Lex?
Yeah, I'm in Austin.
Gross.
disappointing.
It is disappointing.
Yeah. No,
How are you
Called
liking
that.
that place that Tim Dillon shits on relentlessly?
I see why he does it. To be honest, no. The main problem that I have with it is just that actually that might be something that you encountered as well with Atlanta, but Austin, there's just
Too many white
many fucking people. Wait, yes,
Is it? Is it too many white people?
honestly,
Atlanta?
yes,
In Atlanta? Oh yeah.
too many whites.
That's what's going on there.
Yeah.
I thought I moved to the South for a reason, and then
You
there's
know,
all
that's the same thing I said when I
Six.
visited Missouri. I was like, there's just too many whites.
Yeah, more than you would expect, right? Yeah, I moved to East Atlanta Village, and which is sort of it's like a hip neighborhood, but it's still grimy, and rent was fairly affordable.
It's
And
just
then now
starting to
they're-
be gentrified.
Right. Well, now like a quarter mile up the hill from me, they have a swim and social, and it's like a bar that's also a pool, and they fucking
No.
right next to that they painted up this building all crazy, this new mural, and they filmed a Disney Plus show there, and they're building
It's kinda
like
cool.
the citywide biking trail through the neighborhood, and it's like, oh cool. So I think
That's
I'm
pretty
moving back
nice,
to
man.
Kansas next year.
Well, yeah,
Jesus.
you
It
moved
sounds
to,
nice, though.
to southern San Francisco.
Yeah, it's
Well, the
it's
new
gonna be-
southern San Francisco.
rent is definitely
Yeah.
going up next year. It's going to be
Yeah.
bonkers.
I'm just focusing on that pool. That pool is definitely 100% piss.
I mean, a lot of piss has got to be in
At
it.
least
They-
50%.
Actually,
At least
they
50.
probably knowing people from the South, dude. now. From what they probably put the dye in the pool.
The thing is, nobody in Atlanta is from the South.
Yeah,
they're all from everywhere else. Yeah.
it's why it's San Francisco. Everybody's from somewhere else, and
Or they're just from Athens because they went to Georgia University and then got a job in Atlanta.
Yeah. I still meet a lot of people in Atlanta. I remember being in Tucson, and I would very rarely meet people from Tucson. But Atlanta, I still do. I meet a lot of people who are from Georgia. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of transplants for sure. A lot of comedians are actually from like North Carolina. There's some people who come from New York and trying to slow things down.
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah. I'm from Tucson.
I'm from Tucson.
Yeah, we're from
I think
Tucson.
we're all from, well, not like you're
Not Lexi.
but we're
From enough. I mean, I went to high school there.
that doesn't count though, really.
No.
Connor, I had talked to you at some point, and you were talking about you were visiting Austin. Have you given up on that?
I'm thinking about it, you know. Clint does raise a good point, and I think you guys really need to know how much I do not like saying that. Clint
No,
actually said
it
that
feels so good to hear. You know what? I gotta get another beer and just
Get
bask in
another
this
beer,
alone.
and then I also want to know what the point was, because I was like, I am very willing to be convinced.
I've never seen anyone stream from inside their kitchen.
No, it's not even his kitchen.
No, not his kitchen.
It's someone else's kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
I know what his kitchen looks like. That's not his kitchen.
Yeah, from someone else's kitchen.
Yeah. No, Clint actually
Mystery.
brings up a good point,
Mystery.
which is, you know, in the age of Instagram and stuff like that, unless you're actually, you know, trying to get shows within your own town, you don't need to like go to a different town to get shows, especially if like you want to go on the road. You know, you really just have to get a good video, good headshot, a bio and stuff, and send it out to clubs and just hope for the best, which is what everyone else has done. And supplemental to that, you can just film yourself at your home club or wherever and try to get good clips and work on your Instagram at the same time. You know, you don't need to go live in a different place to do that.
No.
It sounds like Clint, it's like a real passive aggressive way of Clint telling you that you're not good at stand-up.
No, I'm just saying we don't
knows
need to do it.
He's like, you don't have to go anywhere, Connor. You could just film yourself
We
here.
don't need to move.
No.
Well, I know that it's Clint saying it to himself so that he doesn't have to move, because he too much wants to be the guy from his hometown who never leaves his hometown. And he stated it before. That's what he wants to
it's
be.
pulling me.
Yeah,
the direction in life is pulling me hard right now.
Yeah, the redneck force is very strong with
U of
Clint.
A football getting better, and then now basketball season literally starts tonight.
How good could it get though? Well, no, actually, you know what?
With the 12 team playoff coming?
Now you got him fucking started, dude.
Coming,
now you got him
all
started.
All we got to do is get top 12.
No, you know what?
That's
Clinton,
doable. That's doable, baby.
Clinton, I'm rolling it back. You are right. All the things that I thought about, like, oh, you know, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. It all got dashed. And you are right. Like, there's really no reason. There's just so many people here that there's mics that 50 people sign up for, only 35 go up. 15 people have their thumbs up their ass. Like,
but don't you also feel like you see people who've been doing comedy 6 months and you're like, oh yeah, these people get on stage 6 times a week and they're so much better than I don't know, man.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No, I have the opposite feeling.
Oh man.
Every single
Atlanta's
time I've gone somewhere
Atlanta's
else and done stand
I'm
up.
like, God, I fucking suck here.
I'm with Lex. Every single time I've gone somewhere else to do stand up, I'm like, it's the same. It's the
Actually,
same everywhere.
Tim, I thought it would be like I was just like impressed by everyone here. I thought like, oh, these people had stepped up their game. It's full of people, just as bad as I am. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's filled with people who are exactly like you. They
Just
had
as
the
bad.
same exact thought. They
Yeah.
just, they
And they're
just
all
crowded
fat,
the
too,
pool.
so they have all the same fat jokes.
They're all fat. They all have glasses. They all have beards.
Dude, you have
Yeah,
no
but-
idea. I thought that I went to see Ryan Sickler at the Vulcan.
Oh,
and
nice.
the guy who opened, like the host, did I swear to God, almost verbatim my whole set. And I was just like, I'm not original. I have no good thoughts. I'm like, this is crazy that this guy did my whole act with never meeting him. It's
Every
awesome.
time I go anywhere out of wherever I am. Wow, that was a sentence. Anytime I go anywhere out of where I am, I end up hearing people, or I'm like, oh, that premise was fucking wow. I can't believe I thought that was
Yeah.
anything worth holding on to. That's just the most watered down bullshit. But I don't know. Is there a big festival there? I mean, there definitely is. How many big festivals are there in Austin for comedy?
Festivals?
I think there's one, Moon Tower. It's in April.
Have you been yet?
No. I mean, it's in April, so I've only been here since late May.
I bet when you go, you'll get psyched. I bet. I don't know. They have. I went to the Laughing Skull Fest here. I swear, dude, the festivals, like the Laughing Skull Festival, I met so many insane fucking. Went to Red Clay. There's another one in West End. I haven't been to West End, but fucking, and you just meet all these people who.
What kinds of people?
Way further along. I mean, I met. Fucking okay. Well, for Red Clay, I met James Adomian. I think James Adomian wants to fuck me. He followed me on Instagram. I met.
That's pretty cool.
I met
Nice.
Steph
Sick.
Tolev. Steph Tolev, like
Oh,
a year and a
I've
half
seen her.
before she got on Bill Burr shit. You meet all these people who are like way ahead of you, and you just hang out, and it's just fun, man. I just noticed I have this little cross right here, which has just been hanging in my room, ironically. Anyway,
It's creepy. Yeah, I've just been staring at it, hoping that it doesn't turn upside down.
See, I thought it was the Lord that helped you not to fart.
I just farted right as you
Tim
said
doesn't
that.
fart, thanks to the Lord.
How do I change my
Damn it,
my
Tim.
name? I
You
want to
don't.
change my.
You don't change your
It's
name,
over.
Tim.
Damn it.
Your name is your name. Trust me, I was stuck with Titty Bitch for an hour and a half once.
I'm not going to lie.
Oh,
though,
sorry.
Tim.
Sorry, Titty Bitch 9000.
Yeah. Okay. Get it right. But at the same time, the audio listeners can't see your name. So
Okay,
there's
cool.
that.
Yeah.
Well, I want to generally I would like to agree with Clint for sure. Like, I mean, Laughs is a great stage, and you can get good clips for sure, and then just blow up online.
Well,
And it's so much easier to get booked in a town when you're traveling through it than when you live there. But also, I think like being in Atlanta, I've just been around people who, like, there's just people who, from the time I met them to whatever fucking 8 months later, they're on NBC or auditioning for SNL or do it, and it's like, oh fuck, and you just start to see these
You're not even going to address that shit.
Do you have a timer go off?
No, dog. There's like fucking like 6 fucking old ass
cookies ready?
clocks in here. Dude.
Oh wait, Clint, that was you. I thought it was him.
Yeah.
I knew it was Clint, too. Dude, I was like, there's so much weird shit in that house right now. Clint has no idea where it's coming from.
No, there's this cuckoo clock right here, and then there's a fucking grandfather clock over there that's gonna go off, and I think there's another one somewhere. It's fucking wild, but it is what it is.
Why did that go off at 7:07?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
I don't know, man. It's behind.
But what is it, Tim? To your point, I kind of have again.
Sorry, Tim. Sorry.
So, my bad.
I sort of have
Glad
the
to be
opposite, the opposite experience. Like I'm waiting at mics, and then someone who I'm like, oh, you did, like you did 15 on Netflix is making me wait to get on. And then I'm like, oh, okay, well then what the fuck am I doing this? Like,
It's humbling.
You're already here, and I'm like, I'm waiting for the same mics that you are, but you get to just go up because you know you're good at this.
Getting fucking bumped and fucking all that. Oh, it's awful. But I don't know. I mean, dude, I moved from Wichita to Tucson, and it was like when I was in Wichita, I could travel around and and I had met people and then I went to Tucson and nobody gave a fuck, and it took me whatever a year.
That's just people from Arizona.
Traction, and then I was like, what is traction in Tucson? And you're like, oh, I should probably go to Phoenix or whatever. I don't. And then it was I just moved to Atlanta. Really, I mean, partially to do stand up somewhere else, but also my rent situation was going to change dramatically in Tucson, and I moved here.
Yes,
and someone was paying $350 here and got a huge
$350 for rent. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I pay $643 right now.
God
what
damn!
The fuck? For a one bedroom?
We got a 3-bedroom. I got.
Oh, you're splitting it. Okay, sorry.
But I don't know if this is going to be. I guess there's some comedians here who pay like $400 or $500 through roommate situations, but I don't. It seems to be quite difficult.
That's crazy.
Those people have been.
$643 is pretty fair. That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about. Yeah, man. We'll see how.
Do you think that these comedians that you're talking about, Tim, in question, like, do you actually think that they're ahead of you, like in terms of skill and just material and maturity as a comedian, or do you think that it just helps that they got seen at the right time?
Yes. I think
nice.
I think
Porque no gustos.
I think porque no gustos. So I think that a lot of I think the popularity games are like awful. It's very frustrating that there's lots of who you know or whatever, or
that's everywhere though.
Or you I don't know. There's that guy over there, and you hang out with him, and those people, that guy rubs them the wrong way, and whatever. Yeah, you hang out with Lex.
That's why I regret hanging out with Connor.
Yeah, now Lex is racist. So
I know, seriously, all I did was talk to one guy, and then now no one talks to me. It's crazy.
Well, I mean, that's just ups and downs.
It started with me.
I'm kidding.
But yeah, I mean, some of it is like, but there definitely are people. I mean, at the Laughing Skull, I think all of the people.
Laughing
I think there are
Skull in Atlanta. It's called.
So there are circles, there are areas where there's little bookings, and I go, why do they do the same fucking 15, 20 people in their little circles over and over? Why can't I get in there? Oh, I feel like I know the situations and what happened and why I don't get booked in there. But then ultimately you look at those circles and you go, well, that's fucking nobody there is. That's just to validate themselves. It's this little social club. It's not really.
Yeah.
But then there are these areas where you go, well, if you start getting booked in that little circuit, that seems to mean something. You get whatever. And the Laughing Skull seems to be one of those, where it's like the people who are regulars at the Laughing Skull, that really represents some amount of quality. Those people get paid. For the weekend regulars get paid for their performances, and if you're and a lot of fucking good people stop through. I mean, even the owner of the Laughing Skull, his name's Marshall. The dude knows like Mark Cuban and shit, like the guy.
Holy shit!
Jordan Peterson stopped through the Skull and just got on stage with one of these with Bob.
That's
Place.
hilarious.
Bob
you
Place
gotta make your bed.
Has directed 2 movies. Like there's all these.
Life is a lot like a lobster.
There's all these people.
What's
just
up
doing
with this
stuff.
comedy thing? You can't even make jokes anymore.
I think it's also like
danger.
You move
a lobster's 300 million years old, for Christ's sakes.
Sorry, Tim. We're gonna riff on something.
Dude, I'm also really sorry. I was kind of giggling through that, but that's because I was getting texts in the family group chat, and the first text started with my mom asking who Harry Styles is, and then nobody answered, and then her next text is he a transvestite? And then my sister's response was, "Not yet, but he has a very flamboyant style." So yeah, just had to keep you guys updated on what's going on in the family group chat.
That's good. I like the family group chat. Sorry, Tim. Jordan Peterson at the Laughing Skull.
No, yeah, I'm realizing that
I'm at the Laughing Skull, Sorry,
I'm the least funny piece of this interview.
No, you're adding a lot to this. Actually,
I don't have the riffing rapport here, but no, yeah, I also I feel like I would see this in Tucson. I'd see this in other places that I would just drive through. In Tucson, I'd meet people. You remember that there's this guy who lived in his van. He's back in New Orleans
down by the
now.
river.
I think it was Billy. Anyway, whatever. There's a guy in Tucson. He lives in his van.
No, you're so much better than that, Clint. You're so much better than that.
Yeah, but that was good for
I get it.
for the quickness of it, dude. That was all
I
right.
don't get it.
All right, even the dogs don't like it.
I'll meet these people.
Yeah.
All right. All right, Daisy.
So there was a guy in Tucson who lived in his van?
Well, point is, I'll meet these people, and they won't really, for whatever reason, they won't be clicking with people. They won't, and then it'll feel like there's nothing to do, or they're not. And it's like, no, there is a ton to do once you have, this person, that person knows that person, the next person, and then suddenly you're at some crazy event that only 60 people know exist, but something cool happens there, and then you start to feel involved. And I think it's largely been the same way in Atlanta, where it's like it really took a while to feel like anything actually was here until. So I mean, yeah, I think you could, if you want to move to do stand up, you could do stand up anywhere. But like I do, there's probably.
I think the scenes are like kind of the same everywhere, though.
Yeah,
like you were saying,
I
how
think
it's
so
like
too.
very cliquey, and you got to know somebody that knows somebody. Like that's kind of the same in Tucson. Yeah, there's less people to know to get to like a point where you're doing shows everywhere, but like it's kind of the same. Like when me and you were doing the 2 shows in San Diego, it was like even though they were open mics, the vibe was the same. It was the
exactly the
same
same.
people.
Yeah,
you went to one bar, the same people that were hanging out at the bar before are hanging out at the next bar. And it's the same shit.
Yeah.
Like the same hosts are the same hosts that are at the other show. And it's like the same hierarchy where it's like if you become friends with that host, you'll be, the feature at his show. It's the same shit.
Yeah. It really does have to do with like who your friends are, I guess, in a sense. And like it's not that that's unfair. Like that's what I would do. Like with you
it's
guys.
It's a business.
Yeah, like if I had a show, it's like I really like Lex's sense of humor and Tim's sense of humor, and it's like I want to throw a bone to my friends, and then occasionally like bring in some other person who I think needs or wants like a shot and has worked for it, Vogue. And just cycle through them. And like the only reason that I don't like it now when I see it with other people is because I'm not doing my own thing. I'm not doing and focusing only on my own thing. So I have more time to focus on other people's shit, and it's like, it's not good. That's why I like
play the game.
Yeah. And I don't want to,
you got to focus on you, but you also got to play the game, which is kind of sad, but that's also the nice thing about Tucson is like, you don't really have to play the game. You can legit just be friends with everybody and like, it'll work out for you. Which is what I've kind of done. Like I've kind of just tried to like be like, let me just branch out so I can talk to everybody. And
that's true,
I can get these things. But then also like with I can actually be actual friends with these people. Whereas like in a bigger scene, I feel like you won't be able to be actual friends with these people. Like there's not enough time for like the pageantry of being polite. Like it's just like it's business, quick, boom, boom, boom.
I definitely
even
feel
though
like
it's literally just like an open mic scene.
Like, I feel like there's
you're going
graduating
boom,
classes.
boom, boom for an open mic.
I know, and then people act like fucking mafia bosses and shit. It's like, no, you can't come here. It's like if you're gonna be like that without ever having a conversation with me, I don't want that. I don't want to go there.
Tucson, like the actual shows you get on like the weekend shows are like what the open mic scene is in other towns.
Yeah.
That's like the same vibe I get. Like when I'm doing a show at Tim, I get the same vibe as I was in that room in San Diego.
Yeah. Or also at Tim, like being in the back room with Tim, I get the same feeling as when we're at JP's in the green room in JP's. It's like
Yeah. Well, like
kind of
no,
the same.
it's like, yeah, I get it. Like it's not as good for your career. You're not gonna move as fast, but like if you do well enough there, you get a big spot there. Take a video of that. I feel like if we all get videos, I'm just talking to the Mansgendy crew because you're not here, Tim, you know, but well,
Yeah,
I guess
Tim.
well, Tim gets what
Tim,
I'm saying.
you're a tall white boy. You belong here.
Yeah, you're here. You're also bald, so you're a step ahead than all of us. So
Yeah, there's not many circles for tall white dudes anymore, and I'm glad to have found a tribe. Thank you so much.
welcome.
Yes.
God, I don't-
Well, our 21 listeners, thank you.
I was
So-
just
Yeah.
about to kill myself, and then I found you guys. So
It's
I
a lot
didn't know
more
where
than
in
21.
society I would belong.
Stop fucking.
Yes.
It's a lot more than 21. We're doing
No,
all
I
right.
know. Across the various platforms. But, yeah.
That was solid.
Lex, I
7.
think you should hang in there, Lex. I think.
Okay.
I
But
don't
no,
know. At the very
well, Lex,
least,
you're
you
already
get to
there.
meet a shitload of people, and that's fun. I don't know.
You're already
Yeah,
there. You
no.
might as well swing. You know, it's like being in the bigs and not fucking trying to play.
No. I get it. Don't get me wrong, but I just think that the point to be made that where you are, you can just get a good clip and then go from there.
Not
as
even a good
opposed
clip.
to-
I was just talking about like get a film, and we need to send it to agents. Like our film. Like what are we doing?
Well, sure. I just more meant that like my shots, I guess, as you would call them, at big clubs or on big shows are going to be a dime a dozen. Or not a dime a dozen. Once every so on. And I sort of relied on those opportunities. And then I realized once I squandered one of those opportunities that I'm not like to get an opportunity like that again.
When do
And I
you
shouldn't.
come back?
What?
When do you come back to Tucson?
Like mid-December?
What if we did a Mansgendered night?
We should.
What do you mean,
MGP Live. MGP
No,
Live,
not
dude.
an MGP live, like where we do stand up, just us three.
Sure.
Oh, yes.
So that way you guys can get your tapes.
At Tim?
We
Also,
could do it
Tim,
in Tim would be easy to fill.
Tim, I apologize that we keep. I mean, Tucson Improv Movement. We
Tucson
keep
Improv
referring-
Movement. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But
Tim, we could
No,
Yeah, they named
we're
Tim.
we're gonna fill up Tim, and we're gonna do it right
We're
now.
all going to go inside Tim.
we're
Yes.
filling him up.
We're
We're
gonna
gonna
do our
fill him
5
to the
minutes.
brim.
We're gonna pack
Yep.
it with as many men.
Everybody
and a
buy your
couple women
plane
as
tickets.
possible.
We're filling up.
Yes,
Tim.
a couple women. Yes,
to Atlanta.
yes. We're gonna make mayonnaise shoot out of Tim's nose.
And
It's gonna be
afterwards, we'll
so
all be
many
Falcons fans.
so many white things in there.
I would, yes.
Also, sorry,
Let's
Tim.
get
We
every
whenever we have like
listener.
another comic that we really like on the show, which is all the comics we've had on the show, we end up just talking about the open mic scenes and just talking about stand up in general.
But
Yeah.
I think
I
that's what we should do. That's a good
Sure. We should also talk about just general funny things that are.
Yeah,
happening.
let's get into that. Also, we
To
should do the
enable
intro
funny
to the
things.
show 30 minutes in. Connor, hit him off.
Hey guys, welcome to the Mansgendy Podcast. With us today is Tim Maggard, hailing all the way from Atlanta, Georgia, who is Tim is originally from Wichita, Kansas. He likes long walks on the beach with crosses and wearing hoods in his front lawn. Give it up to ATL Tim.
Are you a Bulldog fan now,
I-
Tim?
I'm not a big sport football. I said sport football. I prefer recreational football.
Are you still
Right.
doing jiu-jitsu out in Atlanta?
No, I actually had a horrible neck injury February
Oh.
2020 while
Oh,
I was
no.
still in Tucson, and I haven't trained jiu-jitsu since then. I
I
was
remember that. Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, Connor probably does remember. Right at the end
remember
of my
shit.
time in Tucson, I was calling Connor a lot, just on a
Yeah.
weird manic episode every other week. Like, I'm having fucking the same thoughts over and over, man. And yeah,
Yeah.
I used to do
And
that hammered at House of Bards.
It is
Where I would
crazy.
sit next to Connor and I would be like, ah!
It is crazy that you chose Connor to walk you off the cliff. That is wild. That's a wild decision.
because, bro, I've seen the edge of the cliff
couple
many, many
times.
times. I've seen the edge of the cliff many
this
times.
year, dude, that's happened to you with a
just-
couple
Yeah.
people.
I picked
You
another.
told me about a couple of them.
Yeah.
I picked another white dude with a buff neck. I was like, this guy.
Yeah, you're like, this
This
guy
guy
knows.
gets it.
This guy gets it.
All right, settle down, dude.
This
That's
guy's done
loose
some
skin.
deadlifts.
That's not muscle. That's loose skin.
Wait,
Dude,
also,
Tim,
yeah,
when
you
I
look
did
like
when I did the roast
What?
of Eden Nault before Eden said he was going to leave from Tucson.
Which time?
Yeah, exactly. He's still here. He's still here, by the
I
way.
mean, I wouldn't put him on
No.
on blast. Is he all right with that?
What? We're not saying
Eden.
anything bad about him.
All right,
Eden's still in Tucson.
He's still in Tucson.
For now.
go.
He's gonna leave any day now.
Why you got to make it weird like that, Clint? We're not saying anything bad
That wasn't
about him.
weird, dude.
I heard
I
he's
don't know.
going.
God damn it! You made it weird, motherfucker.
Is he
All
going
right.
to jail or not? What's
Make it more weird.
Maybe.
No, not this time. Not this.
Look, no, but he had the best roast for me, and Tim, I think you'll really appreciate this. He's like, Connor, what the fuck is up with you, dude? You look like you're made out of necks. it was the best joke of the night.
That's pretty funny.
Yes, but I do remember when you would call me all the time, and like we'd hang out and shit, and you're just like walking around like this with a kink in your neck. It's like it just hurts a lot.
Yeah.
I missed you so much too that I would actually do you on stage.
You
I
look
would-
like one of the old guys with all the bags walking
Dude,
down
like-
the street. You ever see those guys? And
Yeah.
you're like, is that what you're like all day? Like you think about it, or is he just watching the sidewalk? You know?
I remember driving and I couldn't like look straight through the windshield, and I have this like big chunk out of my tricep that hasn't grown back, and
What
my
do you
chest
mean?
is like shaped
What?
different now.
What?
What?
It fucked me up, dude. Yeah,
No,
nerve
what-
damage.
Chunk out of
Fuck
your
you.
body.
What happened in the first place?
How'd you get
Um,
a chunk out of your bicep? That's what I want to know.
So
Did a
it
shark
was-
bite you?
No, so apparently I had a brachial plexus injury, which is a bundle of nerves that like travels through your armpit and through your arm, and then that was exacerbated by two herniated
It went
discs
to your
in my
neck?
But when you tear nerves and like the electrical signal traveling through your nerves to your muscles is interrupted, the muscle just wastes away. And you ever see people with cerebral palsy or whatever, and they're what do you John is that the
Yes.
Yeah.
you got one in every
we know John.
That's the guy.
but whatever
He really milks that shit because he is the most annoying person ever. Like he is the worst,
Mhm.
but he gets away with it because of the CP. And you're like, dog,
Yeah.
fuck you. Like you
Well, I
are
remember-
like other comics though, no. And they'll fucking tell him to his face, like, you're a piece of shit. Go fuck yourself, John.
Not gonna garner any sympathy from me.
No,
Fuck off,
not a
John.
chance, dude. I want to
So anyway, there's a-
wrestling moves on him.
So Tim,
I
you were
just remember-
saying that there's a Stephen Hawking in every scene.
Yeah, I just remember when I because the nerves, like the signal's not going through to your muscles properly. So I would be trying to move different parts of my body through the normal range of motion, and it would just flail weird, and I wouldn't be able to control. Yeah, and so
You're Michael J. Fox.
dude, my body was like, I thought I was like disabled. I thought it was done.
Yeah.
Like my whole arm was as thick as my wrist. My hip was all sunken in. My chest is still like, I'll never be a bodybuilder now. It's
It's all right
It's,
though. You know, that's
my
okay.
muscles
Though.
are all fucking weird now. But it's
Who
Yeah.
wants to bodybuild?
but
Not me.
Nerds.
but no
Well,
more jujitsu. I can't do jujitsu anymore.
what's your background
That
on your phone
sucks,
now,
I'm sorry.
Connor? Before you
Flowers.
say you don't want to bodybuild anymore, is an Arnold Schwarzenegger holding flowers?
It's a kettlebell in a field of flowers, is what it is. Okay.
I don't think bodybuilders even use kettlebells. I don't think it's a
Nah, I
kettlebell.
was just
That's
fucking
some
around.
CrossFit shit.
They just use
Yeah.
oxen. They just pick up.
They just pick
Yeah.
up oxen.
Yes.
They just
Wait,
find
Tim,
livestock.
did your
to drag
injury
around.
happen because of lack of availability of oxen? I think that might have been what it was. You didn't
Yeah.
have
That
enough
could have been
oxen
it, dude.
to
You
live.
weren't
Were you
getting into
not
your
were you not
prime.
raising oxen from young calves and growing them and lifting them up hills every day?
You
You
weren't
know who
getting
did
into your
that?
primal state, dude.
Do you know what that
Yeah.
guy's name was? That was a Milo of Croton. That's his story. That's who I named my kid after.
Oh, I
The
thought
guy,
you.
Milo?
the guy who
I was
carries
like,
That's a
Milo
sick name.
the hill every day.
Giannopoulos? Dude, we can't have that talk.
Not
dude.
Milo.
Hey.
No,
No,
dude, we
you know,
definitely
I remember
can.
that
We
guy.
all know what hat I have at my house that I don't have here. I should have brought it just in case to threaten.
Don't wear it.
Don't wear
I'll
it. You
the
don't
hat,
wear it.
dude.
Don't
I'll
wear the
the
hat, dude.
There's
No,
one
don't wear the
condition.
hat.
There's one condition, and that's if something wild happens in November in 2 years.
One
But
of these
other
days,
than that,
coming up soon, dude, I'm gonna have that hat on.
other than that, no.
We're getting close.
Uh.
It's almost midterms. I'm gonna have that hat on.
Ugh. Anyhow,
I'll have it on backwards, though. You know me. It's just when you guys start getting uppity, then I'll be like, "What? What'd
not
you
the
say?"
Lindenwood Lions.
Dude,
Not the Lindenwood Lions.
that's right. The Lindenwood Lions.
No.
I thought the political.
The Lindenwood Lions. The best
Number
team.
one. Best team.
Number
in
one.
FCS. There
Huge.
hasn't been a better team. North Dakota State, who? You guys start
That's,
talking
that's
about
being
football.
pretty Trumpy. Arizona in general, but Georgia, dude, is a whole.
Well, you're in Atlanta.
Yeah, you're in Atlanta.
even
You're in
still
Atlanta.
though. I mean, 'cause
no.
I work in
Not
Cartersville. Outside of anywhere you go outside of Atlanta is the most like fucking. They're still angry that the election was stolen. It's a
Yeah,
real.
because it was, dude.
They're not. There is.
Clint,
yeah, there
calm
is
down.
Here's the
no-
thing. Here's the thing, Tim. On this podcast, we believe in the truth.
Clint, this podcast
But
is
see,
not a
but
platform
don't
to
laugh.
for you to
Here's the
thing.
spew your hate speech.
Clint, calm down.
It's
Tim?
not hate speech.
No, it isn't. Just while we're
There
clear.
is no. But, I mean,
Sometimes
I
it
don't know.
happens, dude. It happened in 2000. It happened now. It is what it
Wait,
is.
Clint, what are your thoughts on Kanye getting crazy recently?
Makes a lot of sense because he's always crazy. So, people are like, what the hell did Kanye? It's like, what the hell hasn't he said already? Like, this guy, let him go.
Kanye.
Let
Let
him
was
him
go.
keep his,
like-
let Kanye keep his Twitter, you know? Let him hang out. Like, he's not hurting anybody, dude. All he's doing is losing money for himself. Let him say whatever he wants. That's my position on the whole, like, let's get this person off Twitter. Let's like cancel. It's like, let the idiots be idiots. Like, let him idiot. Let Andrew Tate be a moron on social media. More and
I don't
more
know if we
people.
want to tackle all that right now.
No, but like more and more people will be like, this guy's a fucking idiot. Like,
Yeah,
With all these
eventually it all gets
believe-
found out. It all
yeah,
gets
exactly.
I think it's
Yeah.
just like it's the whole any press is good press thing.
No,
It's
that's
just
not true.
inflammatory. I mean,
It's
I'm sure some of
100%
these
not true.
people really have gotten their heads in a direction. I don't know. Like I was tripping a lot during the pandemic, and I really believed some stuff that was in my head. So I mean, I'm
Andrew
sure
Tate,
if
you
you
were
really
Tating?
if you really get single-minded about something, you could believe that that the world is about
Yeah.
I don't know, cigars and
I mean,
Bugattis or whatever.
Yeah, sure. Could you go crazy? Yes. Sure. Could you
Bugattis.
break into Nancy
Bugattis.
Pelosi's house with a hammer and start attacking them? Yeah, you could do all of that. Sure. But are the majority of people going to do that? No. So
sure, I
think
can and would again, but no.
Kanye,
Have you guys-
Kanye West, he's like the way I think of him, he's like well, first of all, you can't mention him to a single person it just seems like everybody
Without him
depending
going,
on the
"All of
angle they're
lights,
looking at
all
him,
of the
is angry.
lights."
Like people are, no matter what angle you're looking at him, you're gonna get a little bit upset with him.
Clint,
Yeah.
stop doing that thing.
I think he's
Thank
like
you.
he's like if the sun was a car wreck. You know what I
You
mean?
can't stop looking at it.
Yeah. And it
I mean,
hurts.
but what a full 180 though for him, because he went from George Bush doesn't care about black people, like that was his first outburst.
I don't care.
To
We should round up
I
the
don't
Jews.
care.
Yeah.
Yeah, to White Lives Matter, which is
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
who would have
crazy.
saw that coming? Who would have saw that coming? Honestly, it's pretty wild. It's pretty crazy.
I feel like he's like, yeah, white people are kind of pathetic right now. They need to come up. I think that's.
But
what
also,
He's like,
though,
they need a
but
win.
also though, when you start there, when you start at George Bush doesn't care about black people, where do you go? You know, what else?
Well,
what
I mean,
else is left to roam? And he hit
Apparently-
every angle, and then it left him with the only thing left is White Lives Matter.
time is
And
a
Right.
And then after that, it all comes full circle, and you're attacking the Jews again.
I think
Right.
you skipped over.
Look,
There's so many.
I'm not for any of this, this stuff that
No.
Kanye's saying. No. The whole White Lives Matter thing. No. I do not champion any of that. However, you do have a point where he's like trying to get white people to be less pathetic. He's on an elevator right now with no doors going up, and we're all just like stepping
I mean,
right on it. Let's go up with them.
Is Kanye wrong right now? Yes.
Yes.
Could he be living in 2075? 100%. He could be 100% correct. Who knows?
Dude, he's the
Time
black
will
people's
tell.
Philip K. Dick. That's what he is.
2075. That's when the next
He's
Wolfenstein
having
game happens.
automatons for each of
Is it?
What are you talking about?
With the soundtrack by Kanye West, it's just College Dropout. It's the soundtrack.
But it's in German.
Yeah.
Listening to people in Paris.
Did we lose the rights to Philip K. Dick? What? What are you talking about?
People in Paris.
People in Paris.
In German would probably be fucking a crazy fucking song.
Beep boop. Beep boop. Nazis nein.
I feel like we lost Lex. Wolfenstein was. So
Did you
Kanye
lose
hates
me?
the Jews. Nazis hate the Jews. Wolfenstein is a game about Nazis, and there you go. That's the whole thing.
It's gonna be called
no.
Germas in Paris.
Oh, and then and then we just threw in a Kanye.
No, it's called Third Reich in Paris. How did you miss that? Well, I guess it'd be
Right.
the Fourth Reich.
Riken
Fourth
in
Reich
Paris? How about Riken in Paris?
Calm down with all that.
We're trying
I
to
don't
think
know,
of the
it's-
name for the
it's
episode
history,
right
dude.
now, Lex.
I can't
No,
fucking
no,
make
no.
fun of history. What the hell?
Lex is trying to keep you guys,
What are we
on
doing?
YouTube.
Lex
I'm
is trying
trying
to
to-
keep us off the fucking news, which is not going to help us with views at all.
You know what?
Ever.
Lex.
Sorry, Clint, run with it.
Yeah. Quit trying to
It would
erase
be.
history, Lex.
It would be the Fourth Reich.
Technically,
I
yes.
think
Well, would it? Because right now, isn't like all the people that are like, "Oh, I'm a Nazi." Isn't that technically the Fourth Reich? It'd
There's
be
people
kind of
saying
the
that?
fifth. Yeah, that's what they say on the news. That there's a lot of Nazis. You know the news. They're like, "Oh, there's like 30,000 of them." It's like, are we really scared of that?
But you're saying that the news is saying they are, but the sentence before that, you're like, there's all these people saying that they're Nazis.
Actually, he's got you there. His
I
whole
haven't heard
point.
a single person be like, that's fucking.
But
this-
you haven't heard a
this is
single
so neat.
person, but you're not on YouTube like I am.
There probably
Yeah,
are
wait.
a few. There's
But
probably-
dude,
Do you
there's
not
people.
know about
dude,
the
there's like,
phenomenon Cobra Tate?
bro, there's like Jewish, like old Jewish dudes that like hunt down old Nazis. It's like a thing. That's like a lane on the tube.
Isn't that just Mossad?
that's
Doggy,
vacationing
wait,
in South
stop.
America. That's what that is.
But it's
Did
like
your clock just go off again?
I think
got
it's because it's
timeshare in
it's
Argentina.
30.
It's-
We've
I
gone
gotta
30
kill
minutes.
Nazis.
It's
So it
7:37.
dings, yeah, it dings once.
It's 37. These
It's
clocks
7
are
minutes
off by
behind,
7
dude. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I hate
It went off
I
at
hate it.
7:07.
Tim,
Ain't my fault. Ain't my house. I ain't gonna
I'm
change 'em.
trying to pull this back together because
I ain't gonna change
we've
'em.
gone off the rails.
I don't think we have.
I wanted to agree also.
I
with
think
the
we're
point
right on the rails. The rails to Poland. Now.
that Kanye. Oh, wow.
No. Timothy.
Kanye, that like you can only rebel.
Dude, we're getting shipped off to Dachau right now.
Oh, we're going to hell. It is what it is.
Sorry, Tim. What?
I was just saying, yeah, Kanye is like, yeah, he ran out of things to rebel against. They said, like,
Exactly.
I think it was Tim Dillon. This is the second time I'm mentioning him. I think he brought up like you can't, like, before, in order to rail against your parents, you would dye your hair blue and whatever. But now that's the status quo, is to be that, like, get in line and be that. So now in order to rebel, you have to like get a scholarship or something. I don't know.
That's
like,
why like all of like comedy like
be a
from
Republican.
youngins on like Instagram and the shorts and stuff is all like based shit where it's like making fun of like the Australian women's, like the short I sent you, like that short I sent you, Lex,
Yeah.
and it's like
I remember that when it happened.
Australian women's national team loses to 15-year-old boys. And like that's like a meme now, but like that, I guarantee you that meme was made by like a 13-year-old. Like,
Also, yeah, that's like a decade old.
Yeah, but like that meme with like the music and like the imagery that it shows now, like that's all like new age meme shit, meme culture, and that's all fucking 13, 14, like freshmen are doing that shit.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch Shane Gillis's sketch special?
Yeah,
I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it yet. Is it
That
great?
seems like just the, like, you know, the response. I guess Shane Gillis, I don't know if that's how he became after the whole SNL thing, but like that is a whole
No.
It's just
That's who
It's
he
not.
was, dude.
That's who he was.
That's who
what?
it is.
everyone's
Sorry.
like it. I just, because there's a huge whatever, the woke community in general. It's don't. There's a lot of audiences. I feel like I felt like I experienced this a lot in Tucson, where it was like just don't identify anybody by their race. Don't say gay. Don't bring any of this stuff up, because if you do any of that, then you're going to be making light of it. And then there's Shane Gillis several weeks ago who's like, I'm going to dress like Hitler. I'm going to dress like Trump, dressing like Hitler. It's like,
I said, let's work with the Jews. I
told him.
I
It's
said,
just
I
like-
love Jews.
it is
No
the
one loves the
reaction
Jews
to all
more
of
than me.
this, and you break it
I
all
love it,
down, and
man.
it's so absurd, and you're like, I guess it's not really that. It's not racist.
No, dude. At the end of it, comedy is comedy. Like, if you're making fun of something, people can tell. Like,
Yeah.
they want to say that they can't, and you can't say this or that about whatever. But like,
Well, guess what? I can.
if you're genuinely making light of something, people can tell.
Well, I
It's
think
not
there's
Yeah.
very few people who make jokes that are pointed at a group rather than just like observing and sort of and stating it from there. But nobody's like, man, see, I don't want to bring up a group, but nobody's like going, these fucking guys over here. It's always, I don't know.
8.
I don't know. It's
I'll go 8.
been crazy. It's been like, man, I moved to Tucson. Everyone seemed much more on their best behavior, and then there was sort of whatever. You go to House of Bards, and everyone's like, we're gonna say black people or whatever.
Well, so
No,
Tim,
that
I
actually
think-
started at Kava Bar, Tim. Okay, that started at my mic.
Sorry.
It was.
But everybody's like, you know, we do comedy about everything, but you know, what, unless you're that thing, and then you can talk about that thing. And then I moved to Atlanta, and everybody was just like, faggot.
Well, Tim, so you left early 2020, right?
I moved here, and people were there.
Yeah.
It was like the least woke. I did not expect.
Right. So you moved in early 2020, right?
Yeah.
All right. So
January 2021 is when I got to Georgia. Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. So after you left, yes, in that time that you were in Tucson and you experienced that, yes, that was the case. And I definitely felt that. And you and I remember we had conversations about that, how like early on in your career, because you were giving me some advice because I was coming to you like, everyone thinks I'm racist. Why do people think I'm racist? And
Because you are.
you were giving me your advice. You got me there, dog. So you were giving me advice saying like, yeah, when I was early on, I was saying all this stuff and like, I wasn't really considering how insensitive some of it was. And at the time I took that to heart and I really did kind of follow along with that a little bit. And then after a while, when more people actually started coming into the scene and like just doing what it happens in the comedy communities, people like kind of cycle out or they just kind of start sticking to their own group of friends. And then new people come in, just as many new people who really side with like liberal and woke ideology. There are also an equal amount of people who probably side with the conservative, like red state kind of ideology. And then there's people who genuinely, I think, are in the middle, like Clint and myself, who we don't really give a shit either way. Like, sure, we have our notions and stuff where we don't really give a shit either way. And eventually we just went like, you know what? It's not really fun to not talk about this shit. We're going to start talking about it. And then we did. And now, like, all those new people that came up, there's certain people, who are like, I don't like that. And then there's people who like, we do like that. So we're actually going to hang around these places and hang out with these guys, And I think it was just like a symptom of the time. And it's kind of like grown into what it is now. And I don't really think that it's like that anymore. It could be in a couple more years. I don't know. But people are much more free with what they say on stage,
I think I remember talking about that, and I don't know. I think it's both. I don't know. Like, I do think that there is some where you're like, okay, we could talk about this, but we're definitely gonna miss how this is gonna make so many people feel. And I guess if you don't mind that those people leave the room, that's all right. And everybody's gonna have a chip on their shoulder and whatever. And I don't know. And there's stuff that I just avoid still. But yeah, I moved to Atlanta and it was definitely like, I think some of what it was with Atlanta is there's a much larger like suburb community where you can go outside of the city and there's and people will just say much less PC stuff and then they'll come back into the city and it won't always do so well, but they'll always find some like middle ground with it. Also, I'm sorry that I said that word earlier, but I moved here and just heard the most ignorant shit right off the bat, and some of it was funny, but a lot of it,
I do want to be clear, some of it was funny.
A lot of it is just like, I don't know, old hacky. I think that's a lot of people's problem with that stuff as well. Is it's just like you got to have a fresh take or something. You got to have some observation that belongs to you and not.
Yeah, like can't you bring some new racism to the table?
Exactly.
We're tired of the old racism.
What?
You missed a lot, Lex.
You missed a lot.
Clint really stayed quiet there. He's like, I'm going to let Tim be the most prejudiced person.
Tim was actually.
I stayed quiet once Connor was like, yeah, like me and Clint, we're both in the middle, we're not right nor left. I was like, yeah, sure.
Go ahead.
I don't necessarily mean political ideology because obviously you have conservative political ideology, but like in terms of like the way you treat people, it's very middle ground. It's very like
fuck who you are.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like yes, you're kind of conservative, but you don't need to only be friends and talk to conservative people, Yeah,
I don't have like one conservative friend.
Well, I'm conservative.
Can we go into the audio and censor where I say that?
No.
Tim, don't worry.
Nothing's getting censored, by the way.
Just put,
oh yeah, by the way, I am 100% lying. Nothing is getting censored. I don't have the technology.
You're in here, man. It is what it is. That Hitler stuff, we're doing it.
Yeah. Oh, also, Tim, I did want to say to your point, like with like the splitting of the room, I feel like a lot of people, especially in like post-election and post like COVID and stuff, almost like forgot about doing what they find funny, and they were thinking too much of like everyone else. It's kind of like when you're like when you're not working out, and when you're not working out, you have poor mental health, so you start focusing on other people and projecting on them rather than just focusing on yourself. Because everybody was put in the same position collectively, and they only had time to focus on what everyone else was doing because they couldn't do anything. You know, I think that like this outrage is just one big collective projection of everyone's like suppressed subconscious of not being able to do the things they want to do, and them feeling like pieces of shit and then taking it out on everybody. So then everybody lost this like ability to realize in comedy you're supposed to kind of split the room a little bit. You're supposed to have your point of view, and not everyone is going to agree with your point of view. So then everybody just started doing like, all right, well, I don't want to feel cast out, so I'm just going to do stuff that appeals to these people, you know?
That's why there were so many Trump jokes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Pandering. So much pandering. By the way,
and now everyone says faggot, and it's cool. Totally cool now.
I'm allowed to say that word, by the way, because I have a bit about watching gay porn on my Instagram. So
there you go.
Well, I think
sometimes it happens.
What's that?
No, I was gonna say that about the sort of snapping back. You still divide, I guess, the room, but I don't think that we have what.
I just keep going. You're good. I was laughing.
No. I feel like if there's something funny, we should go with that instead of what I was saying.
No.
No, what you're saying is important.
Okay, I'll tell you what my thought was. My thought was people aren't actually saying the F slur. What people are actually saying a lot now is retarded. That is, I hear that.
Yeah.
Retard is back full.
That's fair game.
That is really coming back. And it is
full
and
force.
Honestly, that's
might be
an
more
actual
fun,
good one. That's actually that's my real opinion. That's actually good that it came back.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think it came back with I think it was, is it a Louis or Bill Burr bit? Where he's like, like you don't, like they don't know that they're retarded. So like saying retarded isn't like a big deal to them.
That was Tommy Buns.
Tommy Buns, he had a joke about being retarded. He's like, remember, you can't say retarded anymore. But that was in 2018. And then he's like, remember, it was just here, retarded, you know? But
there's a guy in Atlanta who he had some.
Is he retarded?
I think he has a video online.
I'm fucking retarded.
I think he got the clip online, but some woman started yelling at him in the audience.
Some lady.
That's fucked up. My son has Down syndrome.
Ladies.
And he's like, "Are you saying your son's retarded? That's really fucked up."
Got him, dude. Bitch.
He's like, "I didn't say that about your kid. You said that about your kid.
Him.
I'm not saying people with Down syndrome are retarded." This is the worst. Wow. Can we? Yeah. You know what? I gotta get out of here. I gotta.
No, don't leave,
dude.
Tim.
Yeah, don't
What are
leave.
you doing?
Wait,
We're about
fun.
to talk about World War II again.
Also,
What?
Connie, do you have the questions?
What?
The questions? Oh, you want me to ask him some questions? All right.
A couple.
Let me find the
It's kind
questions.
of our show.
I'm not saying any more non-PC language.
Boo.
Yeah, right, dude. Look at all these questions right here.
Yeah, first question. What's your favorite slur?
Yeah, the first one is what's your favorite?
Actually, the first question is, why are you gay?
Who is gay?
You are.
You are gay.
The best
If you
video
really
on
want
the
to break
internet
this
ever.
down, I think some of it is boredom.
Tim, have you ever seen that video?
Some of it is I've seen too much of the internet. Some of it is childhood abuse.
The first
All right.
question is, have you ever seen that video? You are gay. Have you ever seen it?
I have.
Oh,
not.
Why?
God.
Why are you gay?
Why
Who is
are
gay?
you gay? Who
I
is
think maybe
gay?
I have.
It's like two
You are
African
gay.
dudes on an African news show, and it's fucking the funniest thing ever.
Is that a
Who
similar?
is gay?
Is that a
You
similar
are gay.
genre to the guy who's the fastest reader?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say no, but I guess yes.
It's yeah. No, look it up. World's fastest reader, Lex. You'll
I won't.
shit your pants.
Yeah.
It's like a 3-second video because he's the world's fastest reader.
Okay, what was the next one?
All right. So obviously, The show is called Mansgendered, and we need to know if you are a man in order to be on this show. Are you ready to prove yourself? Tim
I
doesn't
talked to
fart Maggard.
I was talking to my family recently, and they really begged me to stop showing people on the internet my dick and balls. So,
Is that what you're doing?
Too late.
You got an
Well, Tim-
OnlyFans, dude? What are you doing?
Tim, you're in luck because that's the whole basis for our show. Get that dick and balls out right now.
Show us what you want. No,
Yeah, do it.
Also,
We
you
just
don't have to have a
become
dick and
we just
balls.
become Legion of Skanks. Do it.
As soon as you stand up, everybody's like, Tim.
You also don't have to have a dick and balls to be a man. I'm of that opinion.
That's true.
Oh,
All right,
no.
continue.
And that's where this comes full circle because we'll let anybody on this podcast, but they won't reply to our emails. All right. So, Tim, have you ever bought articles of clothing without trying them on?
Oh yeah, so much.
Amen.
Do you have anything in your closet right now that you still have not tried on?
No.
Yeah, you do. That's a
Yeah,
yes, dude. If you got to
Probably,
think
I
about it,
guess.
that's 100% a yes.
But like
All
I've
right.
never. But every time I buy something, I go home and I put it on, and that's when I find out that I bought women's clothing.
What? You bought women's clothing?
What's that?
God
You
damn
bought
it, Clint.
women's clothing?
Dude, I'll go to Goodwill and I'll be like,
Goodwill.
and I'll be thinking, man, men's clothing is so boring. And then I'll find something. And I'll go, this is a cool men's shirt. And then I'll go home and it's like, oh, this is a woman's.
It's like
medium.
it's way too deep of a V-neck, and you're like,
Yeah.
They
this
like
is
pretty much.
barely go over the shoulder right here. Why
Got
do
that
these?
weird?
You
hem
look-
that's, like,
you
turned
look like
over.
Rich Gary.
Dude, actually, there was one time
Hey.
somebody.
He's
bought
all
me-
black now, by the way. He's wearing all black now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
with crystals on his wrist.
What a jackass, dude.
Amen to that, brother. No,
I've had a Rich Gary fashion phase for sure.
Wait, you did?
Oh yeah, in Tucson, I think. Yeah.
But wasn't
you had
as
the
bad as
jacket
Rich's?
over the flannel that had one bottom button with a
Oh, I
hole?
want to attack him. I want to attack him already. Just
I don't
describing
think
Rich.
that's true, dude.
I want to jump him.
No, I had some large necked shirts. I had some, I don't know.
That's all right though, because you don't go through a phase where it's like, you know what I'm doing for a month? Wearing all white. Like that.
Doggy, goddamn.
Yeah, that was a crazy one. That was crazy.
I would say when Rich is not showing out, that is just skinny jeans, flannel, whatever.
Yeah, it hasn't. It's barely
Next-
changed. Okay, this brings me to my next question. Have you kept those clothes even when they didn't fit?
Yeah. I have at least I have at least one sweater that I
Of course.
try to. I think I have two that I try to put on like once a year, and the sleeves ended up like right here, so I just pull them up. But then my belt is showing the whole time, so all night I'm just pulling down the back of the sweater or tucking in a longer shirt underneath the sweater. But I'm like, I'm not gonna throw it away. I spent $6 on this.
Of course not.
All right,
For
next
$6,
question.
dude, you used to just turn that thing into like 17 rags. Yeah.
Just,
Not a bad option.
just oil.
No.
Yeah.
For $6.
That was the dumbest thing you said.
You've
this
never
whole
done that?
podcast.
You've never
No.
done that.
Just
You
tear
never
No.
shut
shit
up a shirt to put into rags.
for dust.
How
rags.
could I be so stupid? No.
Yeah.
Really?
Could you be?
How could
I
not be so
appreciate-
thrifty,
Wrong
dude?
with that?
I appreciate the hoodies that my parents buy for me. Okay. That's
Yeah, but
my
if you
impression
have
of the
long
guy
sleeves-
who doesn't know that he can buy his own clothes.
You know what I used to do with long sleeves that didn't fit, dude? I used to cut the sleeves off, and then I'd use them as headbands for sports.
Okay, never mind, Connor. I'm
No,
on your
because
side.
I always had a
this
helmet
sucks.
on. I had a helmet on, so it'd keep the fucking hair out of my face. But in
He
the back.
plays club lacrosse for one season, and he thinks he's a fucking
I
sports
played
guy.
club lacrosse for 3 seasons, and then high school lacrosse for fucking 4 seasons. I was doing all right.
I was doing all right.
You're the one who played football for 1
I've
season.
had some.
Wait.
shirts with headbands, yeah.
I also played football for 1 season.
God damn it! Don't lump me in with you, motherfucker.
Man, you got lumped in, bitch.
Nah, I don't like being lumped.
You
You're
love
lumped,
ass
dude.
bitch.
Shut up.
lump
All right.
sat together
Wait,
with
Tim,
another person on the
did you play football for one season?
I played soccer for 5 years.
There we go.
Close
Me
enough.
and Tim, dude. Me and Tim, athletes. You two,
5 years of soccer
schlubs.
does equal 1 year of football.
And
Schlubs,
like
played-
a
dude.
I
decade
played
of
soccer for
jiu-jitsu.
12 years. What are you fucking talking about?
Oh,
That's
well, then the three of us.
Yeah.
Look at this schlub down here in the corner.
yeah,
Pathetic.
Connor, you've done nothing.
Bodybuilding is not a
You're in
sport.
garbage shape. I'm way better than
Bodybuilding
That's
is
why
entertainment.
that's why he's picking up now. Where he's like, I gotta hit the gym. It's like he's making up for lost time.
Right.
That's why we
All
just
right.
hang out now.
Tim, do you wash your lower legs when you shower?
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Walk me through the
do.
process.
I think I just saw enough people on the internet talk shit about it, so I started doing it.
God damn, you got this weird guilt thing going on. It's like, I don't
I
want to be
really
a
do.
disgusting piece
Dude,
of
I'm still thinking about the words that I've said on this podcast. I will not be able to let it go.
what
You
retarded.
haven't
No,
said
you won't.
anything bad. All you've done is had a person on top of you say awful things, which is me, and that's okay.
Wait, Clint, say something worse. Let's get him out of it.
Yes.
This is like a fucked up episode of the Brady Bunch.
A lot of white people in the South. You
There
know
are.
what I mean.
There are.
I don't know. If that's
You know
That's the
what?
thing. I feel like I've been fucked up by my work environment where like the shit I hear every day is like level 10 racism.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like,
Oh,
I can
yeah,
say
dude,
the
at
F
work?
slur.
At work, for sure.
Just say it. Just say it and get it out of your system.
I mean,
I already
all
said it.
already
say
did.
I said it earlier.
we'll all say it right now. 1, 2, 3. Fun.
Freedom.
Faggot.
Damn it.
I got tricked.
You
No,
did,
no,
dude.
no. We were
Connor's
trying to trick
bamboozled
Tim.
right now.
You didn't get it.
No, I didn't. I thought this was just like, look how free we are for saying this.
This is like when we pressured Randall in the car into saying it. Remember that?
No. I
Say
I
it,
do
say
remember
it,
that.
say it.
Say it. He's like, no, guys, stop it. I'm not
And
gonna
he
say it.
didn't say faggot. He said it.
No.
You know,
Oh yeah.
No, no.
We're releasing
I do.
it.
I do
A lot of
remember that.
white people.
Yeah. Okay. So I think anything after minute 59 has to be cut out. I think
Honestly, I think you're
Oh
right.
no.
Boo.
No. Only the
Boo.
true OGs are gonna stick
Timestamp.
around and watch it.
Wait,
timestamp
Timmy,
1 minute 12 or 1 hour 12 minutes. All right. Next question.
Those true OGs are from Asheville, Virginia, so you know they're going to stay. and watch
Asheville,
it. They're
North
gonna love
Carolina, you fucking
Is it?
racist. Yes,
Who cares,
Asheville, North
Tim?
Carolina.
There are
They're
so
from
many.
the South.
Oh, wait. No, you're right. Ashburn, Virginia. I'm sorry.
it. We were both wrong.
Ashburn. That's funny. Because in order for it to be ash, it had to have
It's
already
gotta
been
burn.
burned. Yeah.
You
Next
can get a
question.
burn from ashes, though.
Oh, it's just
Anyway,
clapping for the
so
joke.
how often do you wash your sheets?
Oh God. Dude. Hold on.
I like that he checked. He looks at them.
Dude. This is look at this fucking pillow, dude. Do you
It
I mean,
doesn't-
yeah, no, I see
Look at your drool spots.
there's stains. Yeah, that's crazy. You got to
So
change that.
I'm gonna take
At
this
least the
more than a month.
pillowcases, man.
does that answer it?
Yeah, whatever you do, just don't cut eye holes in them. How often
It's brown.
you-
It's not a white rag.
It's a brown hood.
at night? Who's gonna know? How often
Right,
do you
you're right.
change?
When you're
How
right, you're
often
right.
do you?
The light of the fire, everyone will
Wait,
see.
wait, yeah. Wait, how often?
But doesn't that mean you're like a lieutenant or something when you got a colored one? It's like,
Don't
oh,
say
he's up
colored
there.
one. Don't say colored one.
Is that-
I knew I
what
should have
did
come
I
on this
do?
podcast.
How
I should've
often
come
Is
on
that
this
bad?
Tim, I'm sorry. Shit.
Tim's
Okay.
gonna get dumped at his next open mic.
How often? How often do
I'm
you
already-
change your toothbrush?
If there's like 5 people in Atlanta where if they saw this, they'd just be like, I knew it. I knew
They
that.
won't. They literally won't. But also,
They'll never
Yeah,
see
but
it.
there's like
how
like
often do you change your
500 people.
toothbrush?
I'll
But there's
repost
like
the clips.
500 people in Atlanta that'll be
Tim.
like, I knew it, dude. Hell yeah, in the knuckle
I
bump.
applaud the fact that you think there'll be clips. How often do you
Right,
replace
yeah.
a toothbrush?
I thought you guys had a work ethic. You guys mentioned recording sets, and I thought maybe you would, you were into.
No, I
No
keep
one does
mentioning
that.
it. They don't record their sets. I have mine recorded. It's set in
Because
stone.
mine
Just the
goes
audio, though,
horribly.
right?
Because someone did it for you, you fuck. Okay. How
got
often
there.
do you change your toothbrush, Tim?
I just got a new one, and I think it took 8 years. No, just kidding. No, I had the previous one for, I'd say a year and 4 months.
Oh
shit.
my god. God
Okay.
damn.
No, that's not true.
How long did he have it?
I'm gonna say about a year. I'm
and
gonna say
4
about a year
months.
because
Holy shit, dog. That's not good.
I know.
It should be 4 times as frequent as that.
What are these
That's
questions
crazy.
supposed to mean?
At least.
So
That's
if I
crazy.
These
don't
these
wash
questions
the bottom
are
of your
designed
legs,
these
so-
questions are designed to point out the flaws with men. How men are disgusting fucking pigs. So far
we
you've
suck.
actually how we suck. And like
And so
Yeah.
far, you are winning as the worst man that we've
Wait,
ever
no,
fucking had.
keep
On
going.
the...
actually in
wash
the best man, the best.
Well,
Because this is the most
best.
manly
Yeah,
questions we've
You're
gotten
right.
so far.
Correct. The
You
next
You are
one-
100% 100% in line with the typical man.
If
It
it's
reminds me
this
of a
one
story.
next, he might be
It
the
isn't,
he might be
but
the
I'm
top
interested.
male.
It isn't, but I'm interested.
There's a best worst thing. So there's a show in Atlanta called Filth, and the whole idea, it's hosted by Gabby Watts. Super funny. The whole idea is you just go and tell the dirtiest jokes, right? Just the grossest, most. It's just called Filth. So, and if at the end of your set, the Gabby will go on stage and she'll go, "What do you guys think? Was that the epitome of filth? Or was that filthy?" And the audience will say yes or no. And if it's a no, then she'll spray the person with silly string. There was this
Oh, it
person.
should be cum.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Filth. Yeah, like horse cum.
So there was this person on stage. So the first performer, they were pretty filthy, but the whole audience like participated, and they were filthy. But then there was some people who clapped for not, and everyone, there was like, I don't know, 25, 30 people in the audience, and it was like engaged. And the second person went on stage, and I was sitting next to my girlfriend, and neither of us knew that it was that this person was about to go on stage who I had hooked up with when I first got to fucking Georgia. And I was like, oh shit, they're performing again. That's great. Like this whole thing. And they go on stage, and I look at my girlfriend. We both look at each other like, oh fuck, we heard her name announced. It was ugh. And we just didn't expect it. It wasn't it was just like, oh, wow. Anyway, and they had an okay set. They don't perform very often, so they're kind of rusty and whatever. But at the end, Gabby goes on stage and she goes, "Was that filthy?" And only like 3 or 4 people clapped for yes. And so I thought, obviously, everyone's going to clap for no. And then she went, "So is it not?" And then for no, it was just me clapping. And this girl, and everyone else was too like nervous to like say no, it wasn't a filthy set. And so it was just me and this girl. Then that's when she realized I was in the audience and I was the only one clapping, and we made eye contact. And then somebody behind me booed me.
Oh man.
Wait, I'm sorry. You got booed as an audience member?
Yeah, and then they said
That's
silly
crazy.
string, and they said silly string.
That's audience on audience crime, dude. That's
And
not
then
allowed.
the host said no. that
Very
means-
popular though in Atlanta. Audience on audience.
And then the host said, "No, that actually means Tim is the filthiest person in this room because he didn't think that was a filthy set. So Tim is filthy. That's good. That's just what that made me think of. Are you the best man or the worst man?"
Yes, you are filthy. Anyway, so have you ever jerked off until you couldn't?
Till it was sore. I probably could have again though.
Good question. How many times was that?
That's the best answer I've ever
like
heard
in a
to that
day?
question, dude.
Yes.
I
like in an
probably
hour?
could have like
No, in a 72-hour period. Yes, in a day.
So,
Sorry.
it's definitely it's over 10, less than 20, probably less than 15.
Over 10? Let's pause
Oh my
there.
god.
That's
Yo.
nuts.
Hell yeah, Tim. Me and you. Only ones hitting double D's, dude. Yes.
Double
That's
D's?
us. Fuck you
No,
guys,
yeah.
dude. You guys are
That's
pussies,
crazy.
bro. Get it. I mean, it's too late now. Now you don't have the libido for it. But
Well, have you
It'll never
guys
happen
ever
again.
quit drinking?
yeah, you missed it. No, they missed
Oh.
their shot, the dude. They didn't have a day off when they were youngins, bro, where they can just go.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just run out of things you enjoy, and
Yeah.
sometimes you just have no joy for a couple months, and you just gotta jerk off 12 times.
Mhm.
It is true because when I was done jerking off for that day, I ran out of cum, and I really enjoy cum. So sometimes you do just run out of things to enjoy.
And then you start
Um,
drinking.
You do
So-
lop it up, you know. You're like a pig.
I'm gonna say it was
Yeah.
probably 10. I'm gonna say it was probably 10.
It's like
But
soup.
yeah, I do think.
Dude, I sip it like my miso soup before I eat my sushi.
It's like Campbell's for you, you know. You're just like, ooh,
Ugh.
is that chicken noodle?
Chicken noodle?
I've been
Yeah,
told.
chicken noodle's a little viscous.
I've been told it tastes like salty bleach. That's what I've been told. With the
Yeah.
consistency of a loogie.
Ugh.
Well, the
That's what I've
loogie
been
makes sense. I don't understand the salty bleach. It's like, really? Also, how do you know what bleach tastes like? All the
Yeah,
ladies.
like, I
that was
just-
gonna be
How do
my
women know
question.
how what bleach tastes like? It's very weird how they're all like, bleach.
Wouldn't it be
It's like,
just
what?
such a twist?
Oh,
Wouldn't it be
Drink
such a
bleach.
twist? Oh my god.
wouldn't it be such a twist? Just keep saying it, you fucking idiot.
I was waiting for the voices to stop. I kept hearing them. But
Oh my god.
yeah,
you're
wouldn't it be such a
fucking
twist? Wouldn't it be such a twist if we found out that bleach was actually made from semen?
idiot.
Lightens it closed.
That would be pretty funny.
It's just
All right, anyway.
All right,
Like,
next.
that's where all the,
Next
that's
question.
where all the not used jizz goes from sperm banks. It's just like to Tide, dude. They're like, we got it. We'll take this. Comes at
Tim,
an
have you ever
all-time premium. Sorry.
have you
gotta
ever
get on this cum market, dude?
Connie.
Imagine being able to put money on cum stocks. It'd be fun. I'd put
All right,
money
the
on
voice-
cum.
Oh shit.
God, you're so gay, dude. God forbid you make a joke on the podcast. Connor acts like this. He's like, "What, dude? Jokes? Not allowed."
Dude, he
so
stays
confused.
dodging jokes. It's okay.
I know it's
Connie,
crazy.
Also,
Lex looks like his gay uncles are fighting.
Because they are, dude. Because the gayest one doesn't
Tim.
understand how comedy works.
they are.
At a barbecue, yeah.
All right, Tim, have you ever
Barbecue. The fuck? Look at
Sorry,
him.
that
dude,
was
that
me.
voice keeps
That was
coming
me.
up. Right when I start talking, I swear to God, dude, it's like I have schizophrenia or some shit. Tim, have you ever slept with a girl that asked for gas money after?
No.
All right then.
I was trying
Um,
to figure out how I could make it funny that I say like I was that girl. No, I don't think I've ever asked for gas money either. Actually,
All right, that's good.
I did have. There was one girl who drove. I was like in a real depressive episode, and we had hooked up a few times. She lived in Kansas City, and she drove down 2.5 hours from Kansas City down to Wichita to bring me groceries. So that was pretty cool.
All right, that's definitely way above what I just asked. That's insane.
I think that means I did a great job,
I think
And I
so.
and I was very pathetic. Imagine like that's like to have such decent dick. Like at what? Okay, so it's like good sex, and then you're super pathetic with your depression, like, and then that balances out to like, okay, I'm gonna give this guy food from almost 3 hours away.
Well, it is true. The more pathetic you are, the better dick you give. So good for you. It is true.
And I'm white. We're incredibly pathetic these days. All right, keep going.
Yeah. Not now. Ye says we're on the come up. Have you ever pretended not to know an ex-lover when they recognize you in public?
Yeah. Yeah. It happened in Tucson one time.
Oh shit, tell us.
I was walking with Matt Zemak out of Goodwill. And this girl walked by. Oh, man. Oh, God. And it was... I gaslit somebody that day. I can say that. Because they texted me, and I was like, why did you walk by without saying hi to me? Oh,
Damn,
God.
that's crazy.
Dude,
Ooh.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I ran into you and Matt Zemak on that same day.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you saw us at a Goodwill, dude, I don't know how many fucking times I've been to Goodwill with Matt. Yeah.
No, I saw you a good bit away from it, but at the same time, I was like,
You saw me walking past a woman looking ashamed.
no, I just saw you and Matt Zemak, and I was like, oh shit. 10.
This was on 4th Ave. It was that Goodwill.
You have to show him because he's not listening. He can't hear what we're saying. So
No, it's his fault.
yeah, he's being a little baby
Silent
because
protest because Connor's a fag.
Whoa! You have to say faggot.
All right,
Can't
Lex,
say
I think
fag.
you're the last person who has to say it now. Just kidding. Don't do it. Don't give in. You're in Austin now, all right? That's
You better do it.
I don't think I can say it here.
I mean, you have the ability.
We could just be nice to a group of people for once. We could do that.
No.
I'm never not nice to gay people.
Wait, Connie,
Other than when you say, all right, next question.
are we at the question? This is the pivotal question.
All right, this is a pivotal question. What's the first thing you do when you're holding a drill?
You go, rah, rah. Yeah.
Of course you do.
I mean, in the most literal, like lately at work, I'm going between 5/16 and 3/8 bits. So I'm just kind of like, but once I get the bit that I know I need in, or especially if I just change the battery, then yeah, you pull the trigger.
Yeah.
I don't know why,
Make sure it's in there tight.
but you pop the battery in, and then you fucking, I don't know what. Yeah, what is that? All right.
Reloading the gun and then shoot.
Yeah, yeah. That's the thing though. You don't do that when you reload.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say.
You don't go
For gun safety, you don't put another magazine and go, oh, bang, bang. Oh,
Yeah.
it's loaded. Like
Maybe you guys don't, but I do tell a story on here where I definitely did that one time. Thank God the gun wasn't loaded, but
That's
I
fine.
totally did that. Yeah. Mr. Tim
Fucking
doesn't
idiot.
fart.
Tim.
Oh, he knows we're talking about the gun story right now. So
Fucking
Yeah.
dumbass.
yeah.
He might have also taken his headphones out so he can just hear it in the room. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
maybe.
Tim, literally. Tim, thank
Shut
you so
up. We're in
much.
a silent protest right now, you dog.
God damn it. Tim, thank you so much for being with us. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day. This was phenomenal. It's nice catching up with you. It's nice seeing you now that we haven't been in Tucson for a bit. But yeah.
Yeah. I personally feel like phenomenal is a little excessive, but I really appreciated you
Oh, shut
being
up.
here, Tim.
Just because I have a good grasp on language, you piece of shit.
Lex, I believe in you. I think
Thanks,
moving
Tim.
to new
Thanks,
places
Tim,
is an
for
important
coming.
experience to have. Whether it's the best thing for stand up, I don't fucking know. But I know moving to Atlanta has been great. It's also been incredibly difficult. Yeah. And Connor, you stay in Tucson. You do your thing.
And Connor, shut up.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. Whatever you keep it, it's hard to get worse at whatever you're doing. So you
Here's the thing, Tim. No, it isn't.
no, it isn't. Okay, but yeah,
I've been pretty bad for a while.
I think fucking and there's great. Oh, I was gonna say earlier, when you move somewhere or you start something, then you're whoever is around you in the same experience. That's your graduating class. So you don't get to. So the gatekeepers, you don't often get to join a crew of a graduating class ahead of you, until you consistently kill around them, and then you get to be in. But It's hard. Anyway, whatever. It's been fun. I just wanted to say, fucking go you for being in Austin. That's all. I mean, fucking whatever. I'm in support of that.
Do you have anything in Atlanta that you want to plug?
Yeah, my roommate. I want to plug him. He's a cute guy. My roommate spent about a year.
Oh shit! I almost lost my camera.
My roommate, he's a real hustler. He's anyway. He and this other person, actor improviser Anna, they wrote like 6 or 7 episodes of a series, and they're finally going to record a pilot, and they're doing really well on their funding. And if you go to Seed and Spark, that's like a fundraising website. If you go to Seed and Spark, their series is called Sink or Swam. Sink or Swam, and I've got a part in that.
Nice.
And then, I don't know, I guess you could go fucking follow me on TikTok or Instagram or whatever. Jokes are Tim.
Jokes are Tim, TikTok, Instagram. Clint, do you got anything?
Yeah, on the 4th, I'm at a show at the Screening Room, Tucson, Arizona.
All right, you're talking too much right now.
Charles, I'll fucking stab you with the spoon the next time I see you, I swear to God. God, you're the worst friend ever. I fucking hate you so much. I like Lex more, and I talk to him less. That's how I feel. All me and Lex do is send memes to each other back and forth. You know what Lex does when I send him a meme? He sends me one meme back, and then he waits till I send him another one, and then he sends me one like a goddamn adult. He doesn't send 47 at a time like a psychopath while I'm at work.
But they're all good, right?
Damn it, you ginger fuck.
They are all good.
But wait, save them. Wait a minute.
Okay.
I'm at work.
Shit.
I just spent all day at Connor Anna sending you a fucking. It's so fucking annoying.
Look, I got lots of downtime, man. I'm sorry.
It isn't annoying. I'm just mad at you because you yelled at me for making jokes. God forbid I make a joke on the podcast. My bad. Sorry, Tim. Thanks for coming, Tim. I fucking love you.
This is how I remembered this. This
is how it stayed.
Wait.
I think this is how you guys would talk in public.
Wait, real quick, Connor. Do you want to plug anything?
Yes, actually, Tim's roommate. I hear that he's a real cute guy. I do want to plug Tim's roommate.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, if I was there, I'd jump you right now.
Make a train.
Okay, real quick. What did you say? Jokes are Tim, TikTok, Instagram.
If you go on my TikTok, honestly, and you follow me, it's such a drop in the bucket. I'm so massive on TikTok now.
Are you? Are you as big as the fart champ over here?
I've got like 35.3 thousand.
Wait,
damn, dude, you're up. Damn, dude, you got more.
I had one good video.
That's up, dude.
I don't know how.
You got 10,000 more than me.
What's up? You gonna give us a shout out or not? What the hell?
I need followers on Instagram. That's what
that wasn't an answer. That wasn't an answer at all. That was terrible.
I've tried.
That was like a politician. That was politician shit.
I've tried to repost.
That was crazy.
I've tried to repost things on TikTok, and it'll get like 900 views. Where I'll go, I want to bump this comedian and whatever. But yeah, sure, I'll fucking. If Lex
we'll see if we can't make a clip of you on this, and we'll send it to you.
If Lex makes me a clip that doesn't include me saying a slur, then I will repost.
No, we'll keep that one out. Obviously,
no deal.
You can't click those. You can't.
We're gonna have to.
We're
really gonna have to sift through, you know.
You gotta let people stumble on the slurs and be like, "Oh, this is my type of podcast." That's what. The slurs. You can't. We've tried.
Stumble on the slurs.
We've tried when Randall was dressed up as
the
Grinch. And he said he didn't like gay people and what they're up to.
What they're up to.
When the Grinch said he wasn't a fan of the gays, it was a problem. Not a lot of people like that one.
And then a lot of people did like that one.
Yeah, it ended up being a couple months down the line when Andrew Tate became a thing. It ended up becoming a pretty big clip.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I think the
like
kids they call it based.
Yeah, I
the
was going to
kids,
say we're
the kids
based
do call it
now.
based, and it is what it is.
Is
I'm
based
in.
like is I don't know, is based like the other side of woke? Like
Yeah, you know how
it's like
for woke people,
libertarian
it's
and democratic socialist.
exactly. Yeah, you know how woke people like the sayings like "go woke, go broke," and then for people on the right, it's just you're based, and that's it. There's no rhyme to that.
Based because when I was like in high school, based I was like anyway, whatever. Okay.
Connie, you want to lead us out?
Then based it used to mean you're zooted, you're high, you're fucking
There's that.
right.
But I also think
Then
it
that-
just meant like you're fucking wise. I'm not sure.
Ah,
Anyway, we say the Pledge of Allegiance or what?
yes.
Yeah, we end with the Pledge of Allegiance.
But like 1939 Pledge of Allegiance, so you know what to do with your hands. So get ready.
All right, everyone shift off camera slightly. Everyone shift to the right slightly. No, you got to do it with your right hand. You got to shift to the right slightly.
Oh no!
I pledge allegiance to the flag
No,
of the